everyone. I decided to do my presentation on Disney. I'm a big fan of Disney and I love all of their work, especially their theme parks. And I feel like they have a lot to offer in terms of metrics and KPIs. So let's just jump right into it. So first we have metrics ratings. Um, their metrics are totally different from other companies because they're already so recognized all over the world. And as one of our articles said, great metrics almost always are uncomplex. So basically, the goal of Disney's website is to encourage people to come visit their theme parks. So, with that being said, how do we measure this? The key metrics here are exit page, visits, unique visitors, landing page, keywords, and traffic sources. The exit page is important because we want to see where are people leaving the site and why. Visits are obviously important because it might take multiple visits to turn out a sale for Disney. Unique visitors are also important because, to that same extent, is there a reason why people come to the site and don't return, and we want to know the reason for this. Why do they leave? Landing page. Where are they coming from and what are they being brought to? Are they seeing the Orlando park? Are they seeing the park in California? Are they seeing the park in Japan? Another key metric is keywords. Obviously, that's going to be a key metric with anything, but what keywords are customers using to come to the Disney website? And lastly, traffic sources. So where are they coming from? Are they coming from Google? Are they coming from Facebook? Again, more important metrics that are to be considered when looking at Disney. Audience. This is probably my favorite part because the audience is so diverse. You have demographic, which is, the age, gender, income, ethnic background, and that's obviously people, of all ages for Disney. So their demographic is so wide. Geographic. People, where do they come from? Do they travel across the world or do they drive a short distance away? Psychographic, this is kind of more like personality. What is the person like? Are they a loyal Disney fan? What is their lifestyle like? So I feel that these market segmentations are broad enough to include the full scope of Disney's market share, yet specific enough to zero in on all users. So KPIs. Obviously, like I said, we have unique visitors. How many visitors are visiting Disney's website? Are they new? And is this number going up, down, or staying the same? Does the time of year affect this number? The target for unique visitors is 8,000 per day. Returning visitors. How many visits does it take for a user to book a trip or buy a pass from the website? The target amount is 3. Lastly, purchase follow-through. How many visitors come to the site and book their vacation or stay through the site? The target purchase for follow-throughs is 3,500 booking park passes per day. And that is a huge number. So now we're going to go over and see our friend, Mr. Thomas Smith. He is the persona I selected for this. He is a retired teacher. He has 3 grandchildren. He lives in Deerfield Beach, Florida. And he's a little bit computer challenged. So we're going to go right over to see Mr. Thomas Smith at Disney. So as you can see here, we're just going to go over, so obviously we're in parks and destinations. We're going to go to, so if I were him, I would say, well, ooh, look, here's Walt Disney World Resort, Florida. And I'm just going to shrink this for you guys. So here we are. I'm not sure, we're obviously not checking in. I live locally. So I guess we're going to go to parks and tickets. Theme parks, okay. Theme park tickets. So this seems pretty self-explanatory. I think that I could do this. All guests. Okay, select the number of tickets. I just said that I have, grandchildren. So there's going to be, maybe my wife comes, so there's going to be 4 of us. Ages 10 and plus, 2. Select the number of days. We're only going for 1 day. Well, this is odd. 1 day ticket, Epcot. So maybe my persona might not understand the different ticket options here. You know, I want one day, but I don't know if I want to do Magic Kingdom Park. I don't know if I want to do a one-day ticket. So this might be something that the user has a little bit of a hard time understanding how to implement. So maybe he returns to the site multiple times to figure it out since he is computer challenged. So moving on, web analytics tools. So we have Google Analytics, Adobe Site Catalyst, and Web Trends. And these are three big names. So we're going to start off with Google Analytics. Obviously, it's what everyone knows. It's free. It's the benchmark for all analytics. It's in somewhat real time, but you know, it's not always quite reliable. You might have a catch here or there. The main issue with this is that there are limited variables that you could enter. So let's say you want to see, you know, what you want to have a certain list of keywords. Google Analytics only allows you around 10 keywords to track. And again, it's limited customer support. They have great tutorial videos, but it's not like you could call up and say, hey, I'm wondering if you could walk me through this. And I think as a huge corporation, that's definitely a downside for Disney. I don't foresee, you know, Disney being hard up for cash and saying, well, I can't afford a good analytics program, so I'm going to go with the free version. So that's definitely a con in terms of Google. So moving on to Adobe Site Catalyst. It's $100,000 per year, which is a bit of a hefty price tag. There's a delay on real-time data, and so again, it's kind of on the same thing as Google, but there is 24-hour support 7 days a week, and they give you 200 plus variables that you can enter to track keywords, to look at exit page behavior, visits, audience, everything. So if you wanted to get really complex, you could create an awesome web analytics tool that would track virtually everything through Adobe Site Catalyst. And lastly, Web Trends. So they kind of work on a custom quote sliding scale depending on, you know, what kind of agency you are. But they do have unlimited variables. Tech support is available, but it's not 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And one of the huge cons here is that it has difficulty identifying multi-visit users. The reason why I say that this is such a huge con is because obviously there's going to be multiple people working on this campaign in Disney's company. So, you know, they're not going to be able to see, are these people visiting the site multiple times? Are they coming back? I mean, we said earlier that a key point indicator here was returning visitors. How many visits does it take for a user to book a trip? Well, if they can't identify this, then what is their worth to our company? There really isn't none. So we're going to go look at these sites right now. So we're going to look at Google Analytics first, and I have it open on a Connecticut House Republicans page. So you can just kind of see, you know, all website data, and this is kind of the dashboard here. You know, so we'll just look at demographics really quick. Age, gender. Obviously, we haven't set up our dashboard yet, but that's just kind of a sample of what it would look like. And then we have Adobe Analytics. Because it's paid for, I was not able to access the website, but I did think that I would just be smart to bring you guys here to show you what they have available. Obviously, support, single source data, actionable KPIs, real-time visitor intelligence, which is crucial for Disney, and basically, you know, accurate attribution, which is going to show you, you know, what's working and what's not, and that's just so key with web analytics. And then Web Trends. Obviously, again, another paid-for site that I wasn't able to access. But here's the website. So going back to the PowerPoint. So my recommendation is going to be Adobe Site Catalyst. I feel that it meets specific metric needs for Disney. Especially since we don't have any problems with tracking multi-visit users. That's key because we want to see how many times are these people coming to the site and at what point are they actually purchasing something. They also have an abundance of variable options. So I mean, we could track landing page behavior, keywords, traffic sources, visits, exit page behavior, and we could just keep adding on to this. And I know that the price tag, obviously 100 grand, is a little bit concerning, but I don't foresee that being a problem with Disney. So with that, I thank you for this presentation and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.